Okay, so this is for the assignment called the Student Budget. Part 1, you were supposed to watch the video on budgeting. And then Part 2, you could either use the worksheet or you could use this website. I'm going to do the first example. You're doing 3 different budgets, so you need to give me 3 different submissions. And I would prefer you use the online, but if you prefer to fill out the piece of paper, that's fine too. But I should get an three attached different pieces of paper. So, but for the first one, we're going to do number 1. Marcus, a high school student, works at a lumberyard making $10.50 an hour. With his academic and sports schedule, he's able to work 25 hours a week. He can pick up extra hours, but not consistently. Marcus lives at home, so he has very few bills. He is responsible for his cell phone bill, which is $65 a month. He pays for his auto insurance, which is $1,200 a year. And he pays for gas, maintenance, and repairs on his car. Lastly, Marcus is responsible for his spending money. He has a fully funded emergency fund of $500, but has a goal of saving an additional money for new tires. As a high school student, assume that groceries, health insurance, and utilities are expenses covered by his parents. So in this website, when you click the link here on the assignment that I gave you, it's going to take you straight to this student budget tool right here, number 5 that you're going to see. I'm just going to click on it so you can see it. And in this, it asks for your monthly income. Well, recall that Marcus is making $10.50 per hour. So on a calculator, you say $10.50 times, and then it said he's able to work 25 hours a week. So you do that $10.50 times 25. That gives you $262.50 per week. This is your monthly income. So how many months are there, or weeks in a month? So I'm going to multiply this times 4. And that gives me my monthly income, or Marcus's monthly income, is $1,050. So that's the first thing you do. And then you hit next. And then it comes up with this budget. And this is just a quick little budget. And it gives Dave Ramsey's all his recommendations on percentages. So the goal is to have a zero-based budget, meaning you have spent all of your income and put it into one of these pockets. Well, if you're tithing, then you're going to put 10% in the charity. If you're going to do savings, he's putting 10% in his savings. And since he's wanting to save it for new tires, $105 a month isn't a bad idea. Tires cost around $65 to $125 depending on how fancy your tires are. So in 4 months, he would have enough theoretically to buy tires for his car. So I would leave the savings at 10% or $105. Housing, does he have to pay any kind of rent? Nope. So you can change that to 0. Utilities, he doesn't have any utilities, but he does have a cell phone bill. There's no other place in here unless you want to put it under personal. I don't care where you put it. My thought would be utilities because it is something everybody needs nowadays. So I would put my $65 here per month. Okay? And then food. Now when he's living at home, he's not having to pay for food. However, do you think he's going to eat at home all the time? No, he's going to eat out. This is a high school student, so he'll probably go out 2 or 3 times a week and, Taco Bell and Wendy's. So let's just have him, surely he's not going to ask mom and dad for that all the time. Let's just say every week he spends, $50 going out to eat? Sure, we'll do that. I mean, right now he's still got, if you look at the remaining, I still got $441 to allocate. All right, this is transportation. So he has to pay his insurance, which is $1,200 a year. So there's 12 months in a year, so you're going to take $1,200 divided by 12. So you already know that he has to spend $100 a month on auto insurance. It also says he pays for gas, maintenance, and repairs. So you need to estimate how much you need for gas, repairs, license registration, taxes, gas, oil, all these things. Okay, this is going to be, if you have a car, this is one of your expenses. If you drive short distances to school and work, then you can probably get away with $50 to $100 a week. If you're driving 45 minutes, you're going to have to do more than that. So I would say $100 for insurance plus, this is per month. I would do probably $150 per gas plus, you need to change the oil maybe every 3 months. That's about $65. So 65 divided by 3. So around 25, it's $22. So I'm going to say plus $25 for an oil change. You can save up for 3 months. What else did I say? Repairs, maybe another $50. You shouldn't have to repair much. Registrations, usually around $120 per year. So $120 divided by 12 months. So that's another $12 a month towards your registration. Does it say he has to pay his car insurance? Oh yeah, that was the $100. Maintenance, repairs, that should be good. Okay, so then you would add all those up. No, this app doesn't do it for you. I'm just typing it in there. So that way, stop it. My daughter's in here yelling at me. I just typed it in there so you could watch my brain work. So it is $337. I'm going to round up to $340 a month. Just because. Always need a few extra bucks in the car. All right, so we still have $206.50 we can allocate somewhere. Personal, recreation, and debts. Please don't have any debts already in high school. I hope you don't. If you purchased a car, this is where your debt payment would be. It's not necessarily under the transportation. It's a debt. You owe people money. I'm not going to put anything in debt because we're going to pretend you guys are perfect and don't have any debt. Medical, I doubt you pay for that. You're probably under your mom's insurance still and they pay for it. But let's just practice. So $25 a month. Personal, let's be honest, you guys are in high school. You're going to want to spend money. So let's give yourselves $100 a month, not $1,000, $100 a month to spend on shoes, brand new Nikes, whatever. Let's see here. Debts, we're good. Okay, so now I have all the necessities, all the things you need. Oh, here's something for clothing. Let's give you $50 a month on clothing. Now, if you want more than $50 per month on clothing, fine. But most of us, we go shopping 2-3 times a year, not spend $50 a month. We go twice a year and spend several hundred. All right. Let's see. I still have 157. The goal here is to make it a zero balanced budget. Now, so far, we have all of our expenses that we need. Charity, 10% tithe. But if you can also do another 10% in offering, that's money that you can designate. Tithe goes to the church and then goes to help run the church. That's what God expects of us. The charity is above and beyond that. So if you can do another 5% or another 10%, that really helps. And you can decide where that goes. You know, you can put it into church budget. You can put it into Pathfinders. You could put it into helping orphans in Africa. You know, whatever. This is all money that you are choosing. So I'm going to put another 10% in here because I can. You know, 5%, if that's all you can, that's great. $52.50. I'm going to say that I'm a teenager and I want to eat a whole lot more. So I'm going to say this is $100 a month. The other thing you could do is save more. Let's do that. I don't need $100 in food. Mom and Dad are going to feed you. So let's do $75. And then we're just going to add more to our savings and say you're saving up for a brand new car. So I'm going to add $27.50 to this $105. So that'd be $132.50. So now you see my budget was $1,050. I have nothing remaining, meaning I have delegated money into every single account that I need to. And that's it. So then for your assignment, you're going to email this budget to yourself and then post it. So, ceasesmaja.org. It's going to send it to you as a PDF. And you can take that PDF and then post it into this assignment on Google Docs. I'm checking right now to make sure. Oh yeah, it's a nice little PDF, really easy to post. You could even take a screenshot from your email if you want. And not everybody's going to have the same thing here, guys. I'm going to look for that $65 for the phone bill, and then I'm going to look to make sure you have enough in the transportation, whatever you think is. It doesn't have to be what I think. It can be what you think. But I am going to look for that $1,200 in insurance, and then I want a reasonable amount for gas and that stuff. And then the rest of it, you can kind of decide where you want to put it. Okay? So then you need to do this, and since I walked you through it, the first one should be easy. But then you need to do one for Jenna. That's number 2. And then you need to create one for you, one that you would actually use right now. And I know some of you don't have crazy big-time jobs, but you could put in there that every month you might make, I don't know, $100 working babysitting, or $150 washing cars for your parents, whatever you get. If you get absolutely nothing, then let's be a little fictitious about it and make something up. Pretend you work at H-E-B after school twice a week, and you make $10 an hour, and you work 4 or 5 hours a day. Whatever you want. Just make it up and put it in there and make a budget out of it. If you have any questions, give me a holler.